Well, good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock on Tuesday, and um, we have some good news, some exciting news. We've been working for the last 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
We've been working for the last 10 weeks to finally get to this place of being able to gather again. And what does that look like in the midst of all the things that we're doing? Um, I just went back around the hallway and I saw Jim's cleaning cart out, so I'm going to take a picture of that because like
It's out and it's going to be.
yeah, it's going to be busy. It's busy anyway,
Yeah.
but I've never seen so many different spray bottles on your cart.
Yeah. There's 3 different disinfectants.
Okay, awesome. So we've been working hard on making sure that you guys know, as our body at WestWay, what's going on. Building prep, that was phase 1. We're coming out of phase 1 right now, which was communication and building prep, and moving into phase 2, which is online watch party. Or watch party
in the auditorium.
Watch party in the auditorium. So what that means is this Sunday, beginning this Sunday for 2 weeks, May 24th and May 31st, our building is gonna be open. We would love for you to come and gather with us and watch the content that many of you have been watching at home over the last 9 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
We want to do that together, and there are a couple reasons for that. Number one, we know that not everyone is going to feel comfortable coming back here on the first Sunday.
Right. And our survey is saying there's a significant portion of people that aren't even going to be willing to come back until June
7th.
Something.
Or beyond.
Yeah.
So we really want to be sensitive to people who aren't able to come here. We don't want to just turn that stream off on Sunday. So we're gonna join them just gathered here in our building, which we're excited about. We're gonna do that for 2 weeks, and then our hope is beginning June 7th to transition from the online 10:15 stream, the way we're doing it right now, to being live here in the building.
Live in the building.
Yeah, and what we would love to be able to do is to be able to also be live at the same time. We're working on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to make any promises. I'm going to say that that's something that we are working on, and like it just seems like it should be the most simple thing in the entire world,
but it's not.
It's not. There is nothing simple about what's been happening and what we've been doing from a tech standpoint.
Yeah. And if you're at home, remember you will still have the content available to you sometime Sunday.
Yeah, and that'll be beginning June 7th.
Yeah.
So for the next few weeks, you'll still be able to log on at 10:15 on Facebook or YouTube. We'll still be monitoring those because we can interact with you. But beginning June 7th, we're going to transition to being live here in the building, and online content will be available at some point, either later on that Sunday or Monday. So yeah. We're working through the process on that. So a lot of you, you want to know, like, okay, so when I show up here on Sunday morning, this Sunday, what can I expect? So we sent out a lengthy email last week to our church body walking through this process. If you go right now to the westwaychurch.com/regathering site, you will see almost this exact same thing. But we want to just talk a little bit about this, walk people through the content so they know what to expect. So in the park, let's start in the parking lot.
Okay.
So I pull into the parking lot on Sunday.
And we will have our typical greeters will be in the parking lot, and they will direct you under the awning.
Yep.
They'll assist you if you need help getting out of your vehicle, that kind of thing. We'll have a greeter at the door.
Yep.
The greeters will have the door open so that no one has to touch the door.
Right. Yep. And then we'll have you go into the lobby, And there will be people who are ready to assist you into the auditorium. We're gonna use one door. You'll see what door that is on Sunday morning. Slow internet. Stop and restart stream. Well, I don't know if we're still on.
Oh, there we are.
Okay, so we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
I didn't even bring my phone to look. So hopefully we're still going right now. So you'll be in the lobby, and we're gonna get you into the auditorium, seated as quickly as we possibly can, by greeters, and the building is gonna open at 9:45.
Right.
So one of the things we talked about this last week, and we want to stress, we're really hoping that people are going to stagger between 9:45 and not
10:10
and 10:10, and not, thanks Amber, and not all just show up at 10:10, because we want to be able to see people in the auditorium, because we want to start right at 10:15. So
the portions of the building that are going to be open.
yeah, good.
Basically, it's going to be the auditorium, the lobbies, the bathrooms, and that's it.
Yeah.
Everything else is going to be closed off. So if you're used to wandering in the gym, or you're used to wandering over onto the east side of the building, I'm sorry, but
Yeah, and that's really for cleanliness and all of those things. So we want to just limit people in the building. So we'll seat you in the auditorium. We're going to social distance, which means 6 feet apart. So while you're waiting, make sure that you're maintaining some distance between you and other family groups, family units. And every other row is going to be closed. So it's going to be one family per row, with the exception of singles and couples, and they can sit on opposite ends of the row with 6 feet. With 6 feet of separation between them.
When you come, please bring your own Bible, pen, journal. Because of the state of Nebraska's guidelines, we cannot offer you a pen, a Bible, handout material to you that could be used more than one user or one family.
Yeah. So we want you to bring all your own things, and then when you go into the lobby or into the auditorium, we're going to have these set up, and this is a pre-packaged communion, and there are two pieces. There's one is a tear off to get the bread, and the second is for the juice. And we have plenty of these, one for everyone. So you'll take one of these to your seat with you for communion. We also, as you know, we've had tables in the auditorium here for 3 years.
Yeah.
So we are asking that tables be reserved for families with children. We're gonna have some activity sheets on the tables for kids. We need you to bring your own. If you want crayons and markers, we're gonna ask you to do that.
Yep, bring your own.
Which I'm sure that Jim loves, that we're gonna be using crayons and markers on those tables, because he's gonna be the one cleaning them. So just be mindful of that. And I had a friend came to visit me today in my office, and he was kind of asking me some things about kids. And I said, well, you know what? We have open space on the outer sides of the auditorium. And moms or dads, if you need to get up and walk around with your kids, like, we want you to do that. And that's not just a COVID-19 thing. Like, we encourage parents to bring their children into our gathering. So you are not bugging anyone. Right. By having your kids in there. So feel free to walk around with them. If they want to wander around a little bit, like, feel free to let that happen. And that's not something that we're ever going to stress out about.
No.
Because we want you here. Like, that's one of the reasons why we're doing this. And so part of that is we don't have children's ministry, we don't have nursery.
Right.
And again, that social distancing guideline, this is later in the email, but we want to phase those in later in the summer. Is kind of our plan, but that's all going to be dependent on what happens, with cases and all of that, all of that other kind of stuff. So we'll watch the content. We want you to sing. We want you to do all of the normal things that you would do when you gather. Again, we're going to take communion together at the end, and then if you want to give, we have the giving boxes in the back. Those will be clearly marked. You can still give online, or just put your offering in the
box.
in the box in the back. Yeah. Let's see, what else are we missing? Dismissal.
Dismissal. We're going to be doing dismissal differently.
Yeah.
We're going to be asking one row at a time to dismiss, and you'll go through the north door. And then please don't congregate in the lobby. I mean, that's so counterculture
Yeah.
to what we've built for the last 3 years.
Yeah, it really is.
So, yeah, we'll ask you to each row to file out and please go outside and as quickly as you possibly can.
Yeah, we just want to be mindful. You know, if we know that there are going to be a lot of different kinds of people who have a lot of different thoughts about what's happening right now. And for some people who are probably going to be a little bit more standoffish, we don't want to make them like walk through a gauntlet of people. No. so you can help us, and you can help them by not creating a gauntlet for them to walk through. Few other things. Jim, what's the deal with masks?
Masks. Okay, masks. Okay, we'll let me read this so I don't mess up the insurance.
Right.
Little quote. Okay, our insurance company says masks will be recommended and encouraged, but not required. While we'll have some masks available, we asked you to bring your own if you were more comfortable in a cloth mask instead of the 3-ply paper mask.
Yeah, so that's really important. So they're recommended and encouraged, but not required. How are we on hand sanitizer and chem wipes?
We have gallons and gallons of hand sanitizers. We have probably 8 full packages of, it's not your Clorox wipes that you're used to, or your Lysol wipes, but it's a chemical professional use wipe. And they do not smell nice. So just be warned.
Yeah. So Dee Dee just asked, do we have to wear masks? No, you do not have to wear a mask, but they're recommended and encouraged. You're going to see some people here on Sunday who are wearing masks and other people aren't. So if you want to wear a mask, that is completely up to you. But no, we don't. We're back to slow internet. So no, we are not requiring masks.
Right. And on the flip side of that is kindness is going to go a long way here.
Yeah.
There are going to be people that normally are going to probably have to have their hands in their pockets so they don't go and hug and handshake, and that's okay. Yeah. Just be aware of those around you and be kind.
Yeah. And like, that's one of the things we've talked about this the last few weeks. I think every Monday night since this started, I've been on a Zoom call with different team leaders and other leaders within our church congregation, and like, one of the things that's really come up in this is just how awesome of a church body we have. So we're just going to count on the culture that we have here at WestWay that takes others into consideration, and is mindful and is aware of what other people are doing.
Okay, and then I hate to break it to you folks, but there won't be any coffee.
Yeah, we're not serving coffee,
and we won't have the van ministry. It would the requirements for using the vans would just be almost unbelievable, having to disinfect after each family, and so at this time there won't be any van ministry.
And that's one of those things. That's like the nursery and children's ministry. We want to phase those things in as quickly as we can, and right now we're just following guidelines and what we can do. So we also just appreciate your patience with us as we figure these things out. I'm excited to meet again. I'm even if it's going to be limited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to meet again. And I can't wait to be here on Sunday with other people who are here. I know that many of you are excited to gather again, even underneath these restrictions. And I think if we continue to be the body, well, then that's what this will be about.
Yeah.
It'll be about gathering. It'll be about being together. It'll be about being in relationship with one another. And this time will pass, and I was just thinking this morning when I was driving over to the office, like, there are Christians all around the world who face far more difficult circumstances than what we do, in the midst of this. So, this is an opportunity for us to gather in just in a different way, and we're going to be okay with that. We're going to roll with this, and I'm excited for it. So Dee Dee asked another question: can I bring my own coffee? Yes, you may bring your own coffee. I'm going to bring my own coffee. So yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Was there anything else you wanted to?
I think the big thing is again, continue reaching out to those in our body that may not have internet.
Yeah.
Prayer is always a really big thing. It's a really good thing. And we need your prayers.
Yeah.
This past week, we've lost 3 of our elderly ladies. In the week, well, actually 2 weeks now. And Dorothy Layton was a member of WestWay Bryant for 52 years.
Yeah.
So, 58 years. 58 years, I think it was.
Yeah.
So, just keep an eye on your neighbors, keep an eye on people you normally visit with, and again, just show Jesus to others.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. I don't know if we're going to continue these, at least not every week. Kind of depends on what happens. So we'll see what happens this coming Sunday. So we're excited to be doing this, to be gathering again, and we look forward to seeing what happens with WestWay over the next 6 months, and how we grow, and not just in numbers.
Yeah.
But how we grow in our relationship with one another and in our relationship with God. So have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see many of you on Sunday. So have a great rest of your day.
So what's with the internet going